Hello, and today we're going to be touring the Infina Isles. This space was built by me and my team for 9B9T's 6-year anniversary. And with this base, we managed to win 3rd place. Now I'm going to stop talking, I'm going to hop right into 9B9T. This video is already long enough. So here I am, looking over my base on 9B9T. My inventory is still full of building materials. I haven't hard logged on in the past few days because I've just been taking a little break from 9B, been building on my creative server. But it is long overdue, and I'm here to give you a tour of my 6-way base that came 3rd place. Now this video is going to be very long as it's a very big base and there's a lot of lore behind each build. So I hope you enjoy it and let's get started. So to start the tour, we're here on a mushroom island, and this is the center island. This tree was built by Vaxry and so was most of this island. This is the member board for everyone who's here. I've got the future member boards, got JJ here, and of course we got the map art with everyone on my creative server who helped to build this. Over in this little building we have a little map arts museum. Over here we got my spawn based map arts, my most prized possession right here, and many others which I do like. We're even considering mapping out the entire base. We just did not have enough time to do that, but I think it would look very cool if we did. So this tree took 4 days to build on 9B9T. How we built the space is we split the space up into quarters, and it just made the tree a lot easier to build. It made the whole base a lot easier to build because we didn't have to load in the entire schematic in one big go. But one thing that was very tricky to build was the underwater terrain. Now let me turn on full bright for you. And as you can see, this is completely hollow. I'm currently standing where a 500 by 200 mushroom island once stood, and we dug this 20 blocks below sea level, and then I went through and placed half a million sandstone. If I go into my statistics over here, blocks, item used, 500,000 sandstone, which is nuts, and it goes under the entire island. So walking across this bridge that Vaxry made, over here we have our submission for the meme build. This is a gigantic E. Now some of you may be familiar with the E meme, it was quite big back in the day. So this E is a reference to the monthly world renders, and back in the day me and the boys built a gigantic E in just under a day, which is phenomenal speeds. And yeah, I wanted to pay a little bit of respects to that, and I want to build some more spawn sites. Coming over to the other side of the bridge, we have JJ and Zim's heads on this little island. We had a lot of contests for a build to be put here. We had lots of statues, but we ended up going with this. Same with this statue of JJ. He's holding a trident because we want him to update the server to a more recent version, because I want tridents. Tridents are cool. And we put Zim's head on the trident because of a recent patch he made that we're not too happy about. I'm not going to say who's not happy about it, but he should definitely fix it. Yeah, he's not too happy with me. Everyone at this 6-way had their chance to make their own island. I wanted this to be my island. It's a medieval theme. This is probably the most unfinished one because I cared about other people's builds more than I did mine. As you can see, the barn's not finished. Like almost none of the interiors finished. We had so many hidden rooms planned out. Like we had Mikvis strip club, which there would be a door down here, and there's nothing down there, unfortunately. But I still think as you walk through, you can still get the atmosphere of what it should be. So one of our builders on 9B9T is a 2B2T player, and you know, we had a little reference to the Valley of Wheat here because why not? I think this looks very nice and it ties in the base very nicely, right next to Harrison's tropical island, I guess is what I would say. This is a very, very nice cave. I like this a lot. I'm a big fan of this. We have a Breaking Bad RV, if any of you guys have watched the show. And if you head down inside, we have a little tribute to the gigantic meth lab later on in the show. Spoilers. It's very minimalistic. It's not really realistic, but it's very nice, and I love having little hidden rooms like this. This is built by Sergeant Pepper and me. This build right here doesn't have very much lore behind it, but it was built by New Orleans, and it's very nice. It shows the 3 biomes: the end, the nether, the overworld. New Orleans went and built this lovely lighthouse as well. Looks very nice. Coming over here, we have a observatory by Sergeant Pepper. Now, unfortunately, this is also unfinished. The interior is absolutely gorgeous on my creative server. It is phenomenal. You can see how it's like already starting to show here. But damn, I wish this was finished. We also had a underground room where you would fall right in, and there'd be a JJ area right underneath, worshipping JJ. It's fantastic. Since 6-way is during the Pride Month, we have a nice little rainbow over here. But of course, every base has to have a stash, and this one was built by Ray. I absolutely adore the floating glass. It looks so nice. But it's not for show. This is actually our stash, full of random building blocks that we've dragged over. It is such a clusterfuck, and I have to sort it sometime, but I can't be asked. We also have even more storage down here. None of this is used at the moment because our stash isn't that big, but I think it looks very nice. Yet again, we also had another hidden entrance right here, as you can see, which was patched up. But across here, there'd be a hidden walkway, which you can kind of see, that goes down into the worshipping room underneath the observatory. This house was built by me, and it is my favorite build that I have done single-handedly. I wanted to see how much I could get done within 2 hours, and I made this very nice, quaint little home. I'm very happy with how it turned out. I got my spawn point set up here, so if you want to bed trap me, find my base, that's my bed. Oh boy. This has one of the very nice underground areas. Look at this. This is a fully rideable minecart track. You can ride this. I often see people here just AFK floating around the track. It's very funny. Around the base, there are these nice little yachts. These look very nice. These were given to me by JSL. He built these. I'm in love with them. I changed the sail colors and I pasted them around the map. Got another one over there. And another one somewhere over there. The entire base is completely water. So there's a lot of blank water. So I decided to put these nice little boats just to break up some of the monotonous water. Because otherwise, there's just these gigantic blank spots. And without the boats, it just looks a little bit too empty sometimes. We've got a gorgeous little yellow submarine built by Sergeant Pepper again. Not much interior, but I do quite like it. This rocket was built by my man Vaxry. It looks very nice. It even has a working piston door that closes. Come on, get in there. There we go. But yeah, it's got a fully working piston door and this closes up. I even went and built the underground bit where the fire goes. Now, if you have seen one of my previous videos about who is this random 9v9T player, this is a shrine to Kalke, and I think this came out very nicely. This was designed by Zero Cucumber Zero, or Felix, and then it was finished off by me. I built this, I built all the decorations, and the inside's a little bit bland, but I quite like it. I'm in love with these gigantic crystals. I've been doing a lot of this on my creative server in recent time. It's fantastic. Speaking of crystals, we have Mikvis's Crystal Ball Island. Now, this was originally came up by him and we built it together, and then the crystal ball was kind of empty and I didn't know what we should put up here. And since the entire base had to be built on top of a mushroom island, I decided to make a nice little tribute to the mushrooms. So these gigantic mushrooms were made by Harrison, actually. Fantastic with these natural trees and mushrooms. This base was very public from day one, and what a lot of people said is it was a very flat base because everything's islands, you know, it's on the floor. So I went around and I started pasting in some lovely air stuff. I made this airship, made this hot air balloon, and I made this helicopter, I think. I then believe New Orleans built this plane, and my younger brother built these helicopters, which looks very nice. We have another unfinished island, so this was hardly even started. I'll show what this will look like. This is what it's supposed to look like. This is my creative server, and it is gorgeous. I love how this looks. The little details with the sewage coming out the back of the gigantic pipe, it is fantastic. I wish I could have had enough time to build this. Now these builds right here was built by TankTunder. These were, I think, the second difficult build to build on 9B, because the sheer amount of blocks that interchange. This took Luke the Duke, what, 3 days to build by himself? Absolute mad lad. But it is gorgeous. It's jam-packed full of detail. It has some really nice atmosphere. I love this a lot. God damn it, someone keeps messing with these goddamn trapdoors. But this brings us over to our only non-original build here, and that's the carpet duper. It was all decorated and redesigned by me and Pepper, but the inside is not original. Pepper stole this from somewhere, which then I stole it from him. But it's broken, unfortunately, and it's the reason why one of our teammates died, which just sucks, because of entity cramming inside of here. Just kind of sat there and died, which is very unfortunate. If he didn't die, we would have gotten second place. But I do like the overgrown aesthetic. It's like a factory. We had a truck sitting here, and it was a glorious truck, but Sergeant Pepper despised it, so he just tore it down whenever I built it, which is fair enough. Now over here is my favourite lore build. Over here we see Housemaster's cocaine factory. Now you guys know the memes. Housemaster is supposedly a gigantic drug dealer, and with all the prior queue he buys cocaine. So you know, we decided to play into that meme and made a cocaine factory for Housemaster. And here we have the SS9B defending against Housemaster. As you can see, 9B and 2B is in a battle, destroying each other. I love it. I love the lore behind it. We even built a full inside to the ship. You can see it's like a carrier, it's got all the trucks, it's got all the guns. It looks fantastic in here, I love it. This whole thing was built by my younger brother. He is a very promising builder, and I can't wait to see more of what he does in the future. He also built this little war camp. I wish there was some more detail here, maybe some soldiers, put some armor stands with the player heads on top. But it does look very nice. Now, I am a huge fan of map art, but one thing I love just as much as map art, if not more, is pixel art, because I just love being able to see it vertically. Here's a video of all the pixel art I had lined up, ready for us to build, but because of time constraints we just didn't have enough time. But we had some of my favourite YouTubers like Typosaurus, me, we had Salsy1, we had FitMC, and we had Vaxry. I almost forgot to talk about my favourite build. Now this is Tardis. If you guys seen Doctor Who, you guys know what this is. But inside is absolutely gigantic. Now this map art was done by Sergeant Pepper, and it looks very nice. You walk inside of it though, opens up into a massive TARDIS, just like the show. Honestly speechless whenever I walk in here. It is so nice. He done this so well. This looks exactly like the show. I'm not the biggest fan of Doctor Who, so I can't tell you which TARDIS this is, but this is glorious. These are actually staircase map art as well, so these aren't flat maps. They are very nice. And to finish it off, we have the Piece de la Resistance, the 20 ID map. Now this, as you can see, is nowhere near done, and I don't know if it will ever be, because it's too big and I have things to do. But I do have an account here, always seeing here, so I can just finish it off whenever I want to. I have all the materials sitting over there, right there in the corner. I've got everything to finish it, but not the willpower to at the moment. But I'm glad it got us the full 5 points for map arts. Even though it wasn't done, it's not the most high quality map art. Monkey see, monkey likes. And well, that is the entire base completely toured. I'm now going to leave you with some cinematics of the base. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.